Hey guys, Pastor Wade. Welcome to Wait a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, I'm sharing them with you. Today, let's see, what is today? It's Wednesday. What's significant about today? Hey, I wanted to talk first about my buddy Jaden that I've had everybody I can think of to pray for, and I've been trying to raise money to help them with their bills during this time, which I will put out there again today. If there's any way that you could possibly help these guys financially, please check out the Cash App that I'm going to put on here, and it would help a lot because there's a lot. Bills happen whether you're in the hospital or not. Bills happen whether you're sitting with your family in the hospital or not. So just consider that while we're speaking here, and then hopefully something will happen with that. Anyway, but more importantly, Jaden is. Yesterday we had some good laughs, and it had its moments that were not pleasant, of course, but he's got brain cancer. What do you expect? He's not going to be giddy all the time, but he did smile a lot. He did giggle, laugh, whatever you want to call it. Giggle sounds funny, a lot, and it was a good day. I got to spend some quality time with him, and I really, really, really liked that. I really appreciated that time. Anyways. So pray for him, pray for his family, his brothers and sisters. I know I've met them all. I know some of them better than others, but I love them and I pray for them, and I want to make sure that we don't neglect praying for the family as well. It's not just Mom and Jaden. There's others involved too, and he has a little girl. She's gonna be 6, and just please pray for this family. Anyway, so I was thinking. I guess it was when I was in the hospital yesterday, about how, I know it was, life is fragile, and what are we doing with our life? Okay, when in 2015, I went to the doctor and told her that I was having trouble breathing and having trouble with just keeping enough air to keep from being lightheaded, and she sent me to a specialist. And the specialist was, I guess he's, really well known, good guy. I mean, as far as has a lot going for him and career-wise and whatever else. And after he did all the tests and had me do the breathing test in the booth and all that kind of stuff they do, he came back with, after chest x-rays and all that stuff, he came back with, well, you're fat and you're going to die. Or he said, you're going to die and you're fat, so that's going to make it. It's going to be worse for you, whatever. And that might not be the exact words. I've kind of forgotten over time, but the main thing was he called me fat and said, I'm going to die. And he said it just like that. So without any kind of bedside manner at all, just, you're going to die. And so when that happened, I was really upset because I thought the guy was a jerk. So I went back to my doctor. She sent me to another specialist. The next specialist was really cool, but did agree that my days were numbered. And I had 2 months to 2 years. 2 years later, I just kept going, and I had open heart surgery in 2018, and when I came out of that, I was better. I mean, I have asthma, but my heart's good, my lungs are good. I'm better. I'm healed in Jesus' name. But saying all that to say this, during that time, I realized how precious life is. Not just because, you can think of that now, but until you're in that position or know somebody close that's in that position, you don't realize how precious life really is. But you are just like the tiniest amount from life and death all the time. Skin is thin, people. Skin keeps your blood in, your life-giving flow, your oxygen. Everything is held in by flesh and blood. And that's not much. That's very, easy to poke a hole in, easy to get hit by something, whatever. Life is fragile. But that's not the end of the story. The rest of the story is I was sick, but I wanted to do things I'd never done before. I wanted to be what I'd never been before. And I tried a lot harder to be a better person. And during that time was probably the best I've ever been. And after that time, for a while, but then I started slipping in areas again where I didn't notice as much. Well, I'm going to say this because if there's anything good that can come out of somebody being sick, especially terminally so. I was sitting up there talking to my buddy Jaden, and we were talking, or he was talking about, how you can die or not die, and God can heal him or not heal him. And we were talking about how when it was me, I wanted to go out and do life. I wanted to do all kinds of things. And we started talking about that. Not a long conversation, but just a little bit. Talking about how, this is the time of life that you definitely want to live to your fullest, whatever you can physically do. And that got me thinking, I've kind of forgotten that a little bit over time. And that if you can think of anything good that can come out of something like what's happening to Jaden, this would be one of those things, because I'm thinking clearly. I'm reminded again how fragile life is, and how, you gotta grab it. You can't just let it happen to you. You have to do something. And first and foremost, let me just say this, because I want to make sure I say it in the time I have left. This video is only so long, so I can't go in deep, but I'll say this. Being a Christian, knowing that when I die I'm going to heaven, relieves all that pressure of, hey, you're going to die. But it puts on a whole lot more positive spin when I know that I've got Jesus with me all the time. I know that I'm never alone. I know that all the healing power, all the just strength and courage and peace that God brings is with me and available at all times. And reminding people of that, us being reminded of that, is like, it's priceless. It's priceless. I was sitting with Jaden and a couple other folks. There's 3 of us there, and he has trouble talking at times, and he was kind of stuttering, and I can't do it, and I wouldn't do it anyway because it sounds like I'm making fun of him. But he was trying to say something, and when he finally got it out, he was saying that we brought him peace, and which I'm sure was true, and I'm not questioning that. I'm just saying that was the peace of God. He was getting comforted. He was getting loved on, and it wasn't just people, it was God. And that's my feeling, that's my opinion. You can do with it what you want, but that was an answer to prayer when he said that he was feeling peace. And man, I didn't want to leave him that night. I stayed, I don't know how long, and we all stayed as long as we could. And it was just like, I don't know, but enjoying life, it's not even just enjoying, it's making the most of the time that you have. Because nobody knows how much time you have. I mean, my buddy's sick and got cancer, but I could step out in front of a truck today. None of us know how much time we have, but it doesn't have to be a morbid thing. It could be something that tells you, hey, you know what? That thing that you've been putting off that you really want to do before you die, do it. You don't know. If there's somebody you want to hang out with before you die, do it, because you don't know when their time is up. Because life is fragile, but life is also a beautiful thing, and every minute that you have is worth something. Every person in your life that you love and that loves you back, that relationship is worth something. It's worth putting in work. It's worth just praying for, doing things, and being part of, because life is fragile and life is so precious. And so I said all that, and I'm not trying to sound, I don't mean this as a downer. I really don't. I mean it as, if you've got breath in your lungs, if you've got a spark left within your body that causes life, then you have chances to do things that you've never done. You have chances to fulfill what you want to do in life yet. Now, there were certain things I couldn't do when, I was dying, and I had a breathing disease, so I wanted to jump out of a plane, but the doctor told me that if the altitude of going up could kill me before jumping out of the plane. So I was like, well, that negates the whole purpose of this, so I'm not doing that. But if whatever you can do, whatever makes you feel like you're living life to the fullest, whatever shows your appreciation to your Creator for giving you life in the first place, that's what you should be doing. I love you guys, and I'm just saying what's on my mind, which is what Roots Above is all about. Again, I'm going to put a link to the Cash App for Jaden's family. If you could drop a couple bucks in there, that'd be great. Whatever you can afford, whatever you like to do, let God lead you. Bless people. He's blessed you to be a blessing. God bless you guys. I love you very much. See ya.